Blessed good evening to our listeners. We are back at the Technical Center as Mahaut will be taking on Mahaut Soca Strikers will be taking on Harlem United in the Women's Premier League. This evening, we have for the Mahaut Soca Strikers starting 11, Sarai, Stedman, Shaquana Centros, Kiana Phillips, Jasmine Francis, Nalva Samuel, Miriam Elwin, Nelda Victor, Ezra William, Taisha Lockhart, and Chanel Francis, Brittany Dennis. That's 11 for Mahaut Soca Strikers. And the Harlem United, we have not gotten their list as yet, but soon we'll be announcing their team for our listeners. Tonight, this evening, we have Mirani. Mirani in the center as the official. We have Sean McDonald and can make out the other official as at this point in time, but we're out for a very interesting game this evening. We know when Mahaut was the defending champs last year. So they run up last year, and we know Harlem have been there for quite a while and have obtained numerous trophies in this Premier League. So this evening it's going to be a test for both teams who haven't played for a while in the Premier League, but we want you to fasten your seat belts as we're about to start this game this evening with these two teams that have 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 had this rivalry among themselves. For Mahaut Soca Strikers, we have Coach Esprit, no newcomer to this arena, and we have Sheldon Casimir also for Harlem United. And we have a lot of quite a number of national players representing their club this evening. So we know well this evening is going to be a very interesting game for both teams, where the girls are going to showcase their talent against each other. And as we always say in football, who will have the better bragging rights? As we're about to have the kickoff, Mahaut will be in full possession of the kickoff of this game. Very nice weather, very cool at this point of time this evening. And a kickoff, Mahaut is in control. Again, Brittany playing to the right side to Ezra. Ezra trying to find a man losing possession. Harlem is in control. Kimara is in control. Passes to Kiana. Kiana pass. Trying to find a player or losing possession of the ball. And Brittany is in control. Trying to find Stedman down on the left side. Stedman is in control of the ball, looking for appears to pass into Brittany, missing control. Here come Miriam, one of the sisters of younger sister of Ezra, playing a nice ball through the gap, a nice 1-2 down for Philip on the right side. Philip trying to take on a man, looking to cross that ball, and nice cross, but just intercepted by the centre back of Harlem, just pushing that ball out for a corner kick. But a very nice build-up play by Mahaut Soca Strikers, stringing the passes very confidently and trying to bring that ball across to a player. But very poor corner here by Philip, also one of the young national players.
Inside, yes, going. Yes, right. Let's go, get the ball.
Nice long shot. We are missing this ball. Ezra, captain, is in control, losing possession. Kimara is in control, looking for a player down the line, and player not being on the same level with Kimura. And that player is a batter playing on the left side. Here comes Philip putting some pressure on the Harlem left back, just kicking the ball out of possession, taking no chances of letting her win that ball to get in. Long throw coming in. Philip bringing that ball across.
Keep it there.
And Harlem is trying to get that ball out of around the 18-yard box. Philip is in control, taking possession, playing nice shot ball to Centros. Centros playing nice ball to Elwin. Elwin trying to beat a player. Here comes Philip. Philip is in control, playing ball back to Ezra. Ezra's in control, looking for a player, making a run, and hitting a nice ball through, but unable to go through. Pepper. Kimra is in control. Nice long ball down the line for Abata. Abata trying to win that ball, but unable to win that ball. It was a bit too heavy for Abata. And Mahaut, as a result, getting a throw. Here come Elwin trying to pass through a player. Here come Kiana is in control, trying to elude from a player, but unable to pass through. Harlem is still in control of the ball, and the defense trying to clear out that ball from around the 18-yard box, but unable to do so. And as a result, getting a goal kick. But you see the Harlem team is there this evening, is looking to really put the pressure on early on Mahaut Soca Strikers. Then starting to build from the back, Mahaut trying to find a player down the line, unable to. And Brittany Dennis is trying to go through a player, but unable to. Centros playing nice shot ball to Elwin. Elwin losing possession. Abata putting pressure right now on Philip. Philip just playing that ball back to Centros. Centros playing to Elwin. Elwin playing to Ezra. Ezra is in control, trying to beat a man. Abata preventing her from going through and playing. Nice long ball for Sari. Sari looking to go through and unable to pass the likes of Pepper. Samuel at the back there, like a giant in the form of the small timid body of Stedman, trying to go through, but Pepper just leaning upon her and unable to get a clear shot, but just intercepting that ball to kick it out for a goal kick. And I just want to welcome my co-commentator Fado to join us this evening.
Hey, good evening to you, Ronnie, and Striketes about to take first corner, gets it into the penalty box, now out. Keeps the ball in play for another corner. Not getting much elevation and distance on the first corner, Ronnie. Better luck with this one, a little bit better. But Newton get the intercept. Harlem pushing on the wing on the far end. Ball goes out of touch. Of course, the Harlem ladies in white tonight. It's going to be a run. Who gets the first touch? Clarita got the touch and it's sent out of touch. Clarita coming for the throw-in. Diamond Daniel gets balls back into proceedings.
Yes, that's very interesting this evening, Fadul, that Diamond Daniel is playing out because she is known to be a goalkeeper. Also, she is the keeper for the senior national team.
Yes. In fact, tonight, Harlem are actually playing with a different goalkeeper. Desiree Clark is actually playing in goal tonight.
Yes, Deborah is one of their past goalkeepers, and she's one that had also been called up for the senior team, and it's good to see Diamond out playing. That will help her a lot into her footwork in the goals as well, knowing the type of player she is, Fado.
Well, especially with the upcoming call of the national team, the national women's team, Ronnie had the privilege to be able to join you all for a few sessions. The ladies are looking good.
Very nice job there from St. Rose. Yes. Just heading that ball out. And as I said, there are quite a few of these ladies this evening who are on the senior national team, like St. Rose, who just had this ball out of touch.
Ball into play inside the penalty area, gets out. Back into the penalty area, a little bit of danger, and keeper finally getting the touch on it. She had a first touch onto it, slipped out. But a good intercept on the far end by the Harlem ladies. It's a 2-on-1, and she lost that 2-on-1 challenge on the far end, Ronnie.
Yes, but the Mahaut defense have to be very careful as to have a player like Kiana Francis playing up front, a veteran in her own right, who have played for Dominica. Who have played for Dominica for quite a while.
Oh, but that's a good intercept by the Mahaut Striketes, playing it on the far end, driving it from the left side, about to enter into the penalty area. Oh, and the defensive line holds up. But it was a good drive down the left side, Ronnie. They still hold the ball into play, keeping it into the midfield area, looking for some options. I thought she would have actually let it go just a bit earlier. Finally playing it into the center attacking midfield, gets a through one. But the Harlem defense is waiting for her. Kelder on the defensive line, just waiting for her. And it's Ronnie, it's going to be a goal kick.
Yes, it's
a very good press by the Mahaut ladies in the last 40 or so seconds, Ronnie.
Yes, they look a little more organized in the transition from offense to defense. Fado.
Let's go, press it, go back, Kimra. Go faster.
Kelder playing down to the line. Kicks it out of touch, and Mahaut will be very happy to take back possession within their striking half. Keeps it in, recycles back. keeping it on the right side. Oh, it's a good throw. And gets intercepted. Elhana plays it in through to the middle. Oh, and she goes down. No call by the referee. Keeps ball still in play. Mahaut with the advantage. Pressing it forward. And she will not make chase.
Yeah, that ball was a little too heavy for the player. Just as the player was coming in, that's when the player played the ball out to her and unable to get that ball. But it has been a real battle on the right side, which is on the right side of play with Philip and Diamond. Nice.
Harlem attempting to press it down through to the middle, but they get intercepted. Almost a cross border, crossing the entire field. Reverting back, playing a little bit of a recycling game. All the way back, Ronnie taking their time with it. Oh, good throw, one into the middle. Slides another good pass. Shots! And straight into the keeper.
But you can see Mahaut is the team that is more comfortable on the ball by knocking their passes, stringing their passes very well to each other. And you can see Harlem Kiana Francis putting the pressure on a player there. Elwin playing back to Central. Central is in control right now, looking for Elwin back in the center mid, losing control of that ball and nice trying to find that gap pass. And here come Elwin. Elwin's in control, looking for her player making that run through the center, unable to pass that ball. Trying to break the lines of Harlem, taking the shot, intercepted by player. And Whitney taking that shot from way about 35 yards out on it. Just not able to give any pressure on the keeper.
But Ronnie, you have to admit, in the last 90 seconds, or at least in the last 2 minutes there, it's been completely Harlem. It's been completely the Striketes. 2 shots within the last 2 minutes, all direct onto the goal. And of course, reasonably comfortable saves by the goalkeeper. Elhana gets ball back into play, gets intercepted.
Central's beating the man very nicely, looking for Elwin down to the right. Elwin just losing a bit of focus there and letting that ball get out of touch. And Abata, Diamond now is looking to give us a long throw to Abata. Abata not able to read that pass, that throw in, and is still Harlem throw. But here comes Diamond, long throw, trying to find into the box, unable to play that ball back. Nice kick out, and here comes Samuel. Samuel is in control of the ball, just trying to kick the ball out because here comes the timid speed of Stedman, putting pressure on the tall figure of Samuel. Samuel just being safe and just kicking that ball out of touch and Fado.
Well, Harlem will definitely be happy with possession back in their striking half. Tries to get one as close as possible into the penalty area. Recycles back onto the right side. A good throw in, gets intercepted by the defensive line for Harlem. A slip of the foot. Under a bit of pressure, it's 1 versus 2, and Harlem keep possession within their striking half. I suspect she will try to go long to keep it inside into the penalty area. She just gets shy by about 1 foot.
Yeah, Brittany Dennis is one of the national
team
player, and I think she was trying to find a teammate, Philip, on the right side, as Philip was not on the stiff wavelength with her. Philip intercepting that front, bringing that ball in, and the two players trying to win the ball. And as a result of that, making that infringement on Philip. Philip now trying to looking to bring that ball into the 18-yard box where she have a few players taking that long shot and keep her running out and very convincingly
yes.
coming out and win that ball.
I like the approach that she took, Ronnie. She actually aimed directly for the penalty area, which I suspect she was attempting to curve the ball in from her vantage point. A keeper with a bit of less experience and less confidence, Ronnie, I think it may have slipped past her. But the Striketes are keeping the pressure on. Of course, Ronnie, they've been able to, string some wonderful passes. We've seen some wonderful passes from the Striketes, especially trying to play it down through to the middle and, of course, advancing from the whenever they get their ball into striking in striking distance. The passes, they look for the options, Ronnie. But to show that, training at least from the national teams and of course the clubs, is really, really, really showing its worth tonight, especially with the women not really holding on to the ball too much. And of course, Harlem again defensively just making sure the options for them get as limited as possible, Ronnie.
Yes.
Both teams playing really good tonight, Ronnie.
Yes, you could see the passes are stringing, especially from the Mahaut Soca Strikers. You could see they're trying to break the lines of Harlem. And the defense of Harlem it's very much compact, not giving the Mahaut Strikers any chances. And they're very aggressive. Yeah, the ball is just Kimura trying to see if she could clear that ball out from around the 18-yard box, and unable to do so. And as a result, ball going out for throw for Mahaut Soca Strikers.
The Striketes. The Strikers are the men, Ronnie.
Yes, Striketes, yeah. Subject to correction.
Yeah.
It's trying to make a long throw into the box of. Here comes Samuel heading out on both teams trying to get control of the ball. And St. Rose being more aggressive, trying to hitting that ball down, trying to find. Here come opening that ball long down the line for Philip. Philip trying to beat her player there very nicely. Still in control is Philip. Philip trying to beat two players, bringing the ball across, but unfortunately not find her player. A nice long ball down the line.
Elhana St. Rose.
Beating the man nicely and looking to play that ball in the center. Unable to find her player coming in to receive that ball. And here come in control.
But Ronnie, the idea was right there, But if you realize her striker was just a little bit too advanced, she was looking. She thought her support was just outside of the 18-yard area. In fact,
nice
she was inside, through inside,
breaking the lines of Philip into beat. Nice through pass there for Elwin. Up through the lines of Harlem, and you have Philip trying to swivel away through, but unable to get through the tall figure of Samuel, and Samuel just getting a touch of that ball there and just kicking out for a corner kick in favor of the Striketes, the Mahaut ladies. And you could see the Mahaut ladies are very colorful tonight. The new kit in blue and pink. And the Harlem with the original black and white.
And red numbers.
Yes, it's a bit difficult to see the numbers of the Mahaut of the
of the
Harlem team.
Harlem team, but still we're trying to make do with what we can here. Very clear numbers from the Striketes tonight. Very representing, in the new kids, Ronnie.
Yes.
New the kids, of course. Before we get back to the kids, corner kept short, playing it inside.
Elwin.
Shot on. Tries to curve it in, gets deflected out.
Central playing to Elwin. Back. Elwin been trying to find Brittany unable to control. Does hitting that ball out of not trying to get the pressure. Trying to get the pressure out from the around the 18-yard box.
Ronnie, if you notice, Ronnie, Harlem, whenever they get the opportunities to send out, their strikers are basically still in defensive mode. Nobody has been able to sort of follow up quickly with the counters that have been coming for them.
Nice defense there by Diamond fighting with. There come Mahaut in control. Brittany trying to beat a man. Playing, going through, unable, and just hitting that ball on the foot of the rushing defender, and Elwin getting an opportunity there to try and get a chance to kick towards goal, but unable to be on target, and there's hitting ball out. Short ball here. Harlem building from the back, playing to Diamond is control, playing to Apata down the line. Nice feed here from St. Rose. Elwin is in control now. Elwin trying to beat a man. Playing that ball across. And here come Brittany running on. Keeper just rushing out and able to retrieve that ball. And Fadil, you could see the likes of the Harlem team, and as staying big, they are staying back a lot, not wanting to sell themselves.
Yeah. I mean, the scorecard, the score sheet is still 0-0. So the Harlem would want to at least try to at least push up a little bit.
Yeah, but the likes of Harlem, they have defending, but in their defending, they as the strikers are putting much pressure on them.
Yes.
They are leaving one striker up, which is Kiana, who is a player, very experienced player, Kiana Francis, and looking to see if they could just bring that ball towards her, that she can take her. She's a player that have the caliber of taking on one or two players, and here come.
The tenacity of the Striketes, it's starting to seem a bit overwhelming for the Harlem ladies, but they've been able to hold up so far, Ronnie.
Yes, but as we do say, pressure always bursts pipes. So we want to see how long the Harlem team will be able to keep the Striketes at bay.
Striketes attempting to play with a good interceptor through, and no one there forward for Harlem.
Here comes Central's trying to find a man down the lines. Pass to Philip. Philip looking to play to Elwin. Elwin unable to win. That's getting a little toe to the ball and trying to play that ball through to break the lines, but unable to go through. And here come Elwin again, trying to find the likes and unable to get the ball. Great save there by the keeper. Just putting a hand to the left and the sparring that ball out of the goal. Samuel was a bit too at ease there, and you could see Philip trying to shadow that ball to see if she could get a corner, but unable. And yes, intercepting, and here come Mahaut back in control, trying to find Brittany. Brittany unable to win the ball. And Elwin, the veteran, has just been composed, playing that ball simply. Here come Brittany. Brittany's in control, trying to find Elwin. Central's playing, and you can see the Striketes are in full control of possession right now.
Oh, but that's a good intercept, and she doesn't hold on to it long enough, Ronnie.
Some form of miscommunication here from the strikers, just kicking the ball out of touch.
Well, Harlem will be very happy to take back possession at this time. The dominance of possession by the Striketes interrupted there. The Harlem ladies slowly but surely pushing down the line.
And
Two versus one, and a foul spotted there by the referee. Harlem, of course, keep possession. But a good number of the Harlem ladies are still all the way back, almost in defense,
yes,
in the midfield, the midfield defensive area, and not giving many options. At least not showing, or at least forcing the pressure. Long one forward.
Ball towards goal. And a nice touch there on beating the keeper, but you had St. Rose just running back at the appropriate time and just taking that ball out of the goal. And Elvis is in control right now, playing a shot pass to her namesake and down the line. A nice defense here by Samuel, just kicking the ball out of touch, not letting the likes of Philip take control of possession of that ball, Fado. But it was a very nice long ball.
Very nice
in the box of the Striketes. They already had beaten the goalkeeper, and it was a nice run back from St. Rose to just continue making her run and taking that ball out of the goal.
Striketes in possession with a throw-in. Will she go long? She does go. Gets it into the 18-yard area. Keeps it in. Attempting to drive down through into the middle. Gets diverted out. Still keeps it onto the right side. Just shy of 18 and shot on, and it's just off by her foot. I think she may have had a bit more of a comfortable shot if she had probably used her left foot, Ronnie. She attempted the shot with her right foot and, just completely went sideways with the shot.
Yes, as you say, it's from making a decision at the right time. And here comes Mahaut trying to win that ball, and Kimara is in control right now. The ball trying to find Kiana, making that run down the line. And here comes Mahaut trying a batter, putting pressure on Elwin, trying to hitting that ball long for her namesake. Miriam not able to control, and here comes Samuel playing that ball short to Diamond not able to win that ball. Elwin is in control midfield, trying to play that 1-2 with Kiana, but unable to match. Kiana Elwin is in control, giving a miss pass. Kiana is in control now, playing nice shot put to Abata trying to, and here come the Harlem defense was at slip. A nice defense there, interception from Samuel, just kicking that ball out of touch.
Another corner in favor of the Striketes.
Yeah, the Striketes was have had about 3 consecutive corners.
Yes. They had 2 on the far and there's 2 on this end as well, the near end to us. Weighing her options. 1 option inside the penalty area.
Nice defense there by Diamond. Losing control at ball. Miscommunication there from the Striketes ladies. but still in possession. Nice fit pass there by Francis, and Diamond's in control, trying to find her player. In control, beating us very easily, Diamond, and still in control, but losing possession of that ball. And here come Elwin trying to play a long ball and not able. Abata is in control. Francis trying to play nice through pass here by Francis, and here comes number 7 on towards goal, and Centros is making a hard run and still in control, taking a nice shot towards the goal, and it was a great save here by Sunshine, having no problem in parrying that ball from the unrushing striker of Harlem. A miscommunication there from the center back and the goalkeeper, but yet still the strikers are in control. Playing that ball long down the line, and you could see the likes of Stedman trying to use the pace that she have going down the left side, but the likes of Samuel just nodding that ball out of touch, not taking any chances of Stedman winning that ball. Stedman is a very young player. I think she's one of the youth under 17 players. She's very nimble on her feet. As you can see, her pace is very deceiving. Fado. And the likes of Paul, Jarisha Paul will have her not give her any chance to run down the line, because they know how dangerous she can be.
On the line, definitely. Well, it's options like that they'll be looking for as the strikers put one inside. And it gets cleared, not as yet. Reverts just outside of the 18-yard box. Slides one inside. Still in possession, the Striketes making a turn of it. Shot on by the Striketes, and it is just wide again. Another opportunity by the Striketes. Just a little bit wide. A little bit of a scramble there. But the Striketes finding that small gap, taking their chance, and it's just deflected a bit. I'm not sure if the weather conditions, because we have a very strong breeze. I suspect if the breeze was slightly less, we may have seen our first goal by the Striketes. Finding that small gap in the defensive line of the Harlem ladies there. And it's just these little things that the Striketes seem to be looking for. They're not looking for much space, Ronnie. They're looking to, just see how they can sort of take advantage of these small gaps so far. And this is where the Harlem ladies sort of probably need to tighten up maybe just a little bit more, and probably avoid those throws that escape onto them, Ronnie.
Yes, you can see the likes of Miriam, Elwin, and Brittany Dennis you in the center of the pitch. And young Stedman have a very good combination of. Here come Abata trying to take control. Playing way back to Centros. Centros beating a player very easily, playing a nice short ball to Brittany. Brittany's in control, looking for a player, trying to find that ball through the lines, but unable to. And Kimra is in control. Francis taking full control of that ball, and the only thing the unrushing player could do was foul. And
again, Ronnie, we were speaking about the fact that it's a long one forward, and yes, somebody will get to it, and the offside flag goes against Harlem.
Yes, you could see from where we are, the player was out for a very long time, but it was maybe just the officials was waiting for her to touch the ball. and to put his flag up. And it's an offside. And you can see Harlem is playing a very dangerous game there by playing a very high line, knowing the likes of Stedman, who is very fast.
Well, Ronnie, they have to play it because they've been for a good portion of the game, Ronnie. They've been playing defense. They've been almost, been limited to the striking half of the Strikettes. And Harlem really need to push up.
Elwin is in control, playing to Central. Central's in control. Back to Elwin. Ezra trying to pass.
Clarita Obata, the number 11 for Harlem, denying further push.
Playing a long ball down the line for Taisha, but not unable, and Diamond is in control. Trying to find a player. Making a nice turn there from Diamond. Passing a play on the line and trying to hit that ball down, but hitting it out of touch. Ezra William, Ezra Elwin is in control right now, taking a throw for the Striketes. Long throw. Unable to find a player, and the Harlem player that's looking to clear this ball down. Nice touch there. Elwin Ezra playing a nice ball through, but unable to reach a player. And here comes Kenneth Francis in control, trying to take control and unable to. And here comes that nice through pass there, and Jerry Paul just in. Oh! And for some reason, Fado, that definitely looked as a penalty, but the referee, from some
Reason.
Fado, this was a
We heard
clear
it, but
penalty.
Ronnie,
but
we
the
heard it from
referee
here, not in the
must have
air.
seen
Something else.
different and not calling it. And you could hear the coach. You could hear the coach of the Mahaut Striketes crying for a penalty. Yeah.
Well, the Strikettes keeping the pressure inside. Gets a throw one in the defensive line. Attempting to push. Mahaut intercept again. Recycling back into the center attacking midfield. Pushing in front to the center. Trying to get through. It's 2 versus 1. No, 1 versus 2. It's reversing onto them, and the Harlem ladies regain possession on the far end, attempting to drive down onto the line. Gets a long one forward. Anybody there to answer? Nobody there to answer. It's going to be a little chase on the far end in the shadows of the light, and reverts all the way back to the goalkeeper. Pressure still on. Intercept by Mahaut. That's Adeja on the far end. She's under a bit of pressure. Reverts it back into the middle for Harlem. Harlem playing it in. The captain. She loses possession. Adeja on the on the right side. Oh, she goes down. No fault. Well, a foul called for her. Adeja Shillingford, the number 10, the petite Adeja Shillingford. But she's a petite player, but she has that force about her as a striker, Ronnie. I've always admired that about her. I know once upon a time, I believe she used to play with the Mighty Avengers as well. I think that's the first time I ever saw her play. Always admired her as a striker then. But Ronnie, the wall has gone up for the Striketes. Deja, shot on. And it's just over, Ronnie. But good attempt, very good attempt.
Yes, very good attempt from about 45 years. And we know Kimura, Felix is a player that can hit that ball from that distance. Fado. But back to the infringement in the box,
Yes,
Fado.
yes.
I didn't know the official was right there to see the miss kick of the player losing sight of the ball. There comes Striketes in control. Central's putting the pressure on still. in control, playing the ball down and beating the player nicely, looking to find. And Diamond is just trying to shadow. And it's a throw for the Striketes.
Striketes happy with the possession. Ball back into play. Shadows it, pull back, and the Harlem ladies keep it onto the line. 2 versus 1. Finally get some clearance. Oh, good passing through. Oh, and nobody there to answer that. I think the run was a little too slow for her. And the Striketes have put the pressure back onto the Harlem ladies. I think that one was a little bit of her fault. She went a little too long with it. Ronnie actually rolled outside, and then when it was just slightly outside, Ronnie decided to pull back, but it was already outside.
Nice head there from Samuel. Unable to gain control of the ball, and it's a throw for Mahaut. But as you were saying earlier on, Kima was trying to find space to see if she could clear the ball down. A long throw coming there for the Striketes, unable to find a man, and good interception there from Diamond. Throwing again. Miscontrol here from Striketes beating of Elwin. The likes of Brittany trying to pass a player, unable to do so, and ball going out for ghost kick for the Harlem team. Long kick down to the right.
Referee!
And you can hear the coach of the Striketes are not pleased with certain decisions that the official is making, but nevertheless, here come Harlem on camera is trying to go through a player, turning back, beating a player, and here comes a foul just at the end of the 18-yard box for the Harlem team.
It's a good vantage point for the Harlem ladies at this time, Ronnie.
Yes, and you can see the player who is going behind this ball is Yana Francis, a veteran in her own right, so have played a number of years for Dominica, and we know from that distance she's a player that can put that ball on target for Harlem. Nice long shot inside. No player there, and it's and unable to put the ball into the goal. What an opportunity there for the Harlem, and there's a great save here by Sunshine for the Striketes. And here come Diamond trying to find a player, unable to. Diamond still in control, and here come Brittany. Elwin is in control. Give it a nice long pass down the line for Stedman, and Stedman is in control right now, trying to beat a man. Nice beat from Stedman, beat 1, beat 2, and able to get that ball under control to take a shot. And here come Brittany, still in control, taking a shot. And Stedman not able to compose herself to take a proper shot. And Diamond is in control right now, trying to shadow that ball, unable to do so. And Jarisha Paul trying to, Stedman winning that ball, trying to beat a player looking for the unrushing midfielder at the top of the box, unable to find her. And here come Harlem in control once again. Strikers back in control. Nice turn there from the player losing possession of the ball, and the experience of Ezra Elwin winning that ball. And Harlem now is in control, playing a nice long pass down into the center, unable to, and a miss by the goalkeeper. And you could see the Harlem player did not continue the run. Had the Harlem player continued the run, definitely could have get that opportunity lost there for the Harlem player. Harlem still in control, playing that ball down. And the strikers are back in control. Elwin, midfield general, is in control, trying to play a ball down the line, but the likes of Diamond just intercepting that ball, and Kimra is in control of the ball right now, playing an nice steal there from the Mahaut Soca, and here come an opportunity there for the Striketes, and the player just making the wrong decision.
Yes.
Had she just used her left foot to just bring the ball across, there definitely would be a goal. Fadl, but she tried to put her right over her left and unable to get the power that she wanted to put the ball in the goal, and it ended up for a goal kick.
Ronnie, I don't think Power would have had any issue with that, because the distance that she had between the goal, she and the goal, I think it was just a small misjudgment. I think it was just a small misjudgment by the use of which foot. That was decision. We saw that earlier on tonight, with a shot off again, and this is the decisions that, in the next 15 minutes, that both teams have to look at, how they can improve on it. It's halftime. It's still 0-0 from the Stock Farm Technical Center. It's the first game of a very big weekend. It's the Harlem ladies and the Striketes ladies from Mahaut. We'll be back shortly.
Yes, to our listeners, we're back to the second half. We're resuming the second half, and Harlem will be in control of the ball. The center.
But Ronnie, one change as we enter the second half of play. The number 22, Nisha Joseph, comes in for the number 4, Chanel Francis for the Strikettes. That's the only change as the whistle blows. Harlem take the early possession. Attempting to get one through into the middle. The Strikettes get the intercept. Striking forward. Good one through. And the defensive line holds up. Center back attempting to push forward. Gets intercepted into through midfield by the Strikettes. Turning onto it. Shadow possession there. Keeps it onto the line. And the Harlem ladies attempting to push forward. Not getting through. Getting a little bit of space. And the Strikettes intercept on the far end. Ronnie.
Yes, the Harlem is trying to string a few passes. Here comes the Strikers in control again. Elwin beating the man very nicely down the line. Bring that ball inside. Opportunity beating, trying to beat a man. On that's Tedman playing the ball back to Elwin. Elwin bring that ball across, but intercepted by the Harlem player. And here come Abata in control, playing a nice long ball forward, but intercepted by St. Rose. St. Rose in trying to intercept the ball, hitting a hand, and it's a foul for the Harlem team. But
Not sure if the rest was a bit too long, but the time to drop down is a little bit slower than expected, especially Harlem, and in fact both teams still in deficit, still, a clean sheet on both sides. Both teams, I'm pretty sure, would want to see if they can at least get some stains onto scores. Long one forward. Strikettes get intercept.
Philip is in control, trying to find Brittany. Brittany making a nice turn there and giving the ball. Nice through pass there for the Russian player to the right side. And you could see nice turn there by Francis beating one. Is it Francis? It's a Diamond. Diamond beating her player there very nicely on the line, but unable to keep the ball in touch. And it's a throw for the Strikettes.
That's it, yes, that's it.
Elwin taking a nice long throw, trying to find Steadman. Steadman just trying to keep that ball in touch, but unable to keep it in, and it's a throw. Here comes Samuel trying to give a long throw. Being shot to Diamond. Diamond's in control. Trying to turn on a man. Just hitting that ball long to see if Felix will get control of the ball, unable to. Here come Kind of trying to play to a man, but unable to keep that ball in touch, playing back to a center back. Nice ball down the line for Philip. Philip is in control now, looking to play back to Nalda. Nalda is in control. Playing back to a center back, losing control. And Kenna is in control right now, looking for Kimra. Kimra unable to take control of the ball. And the likes of Elwin, the defense general, just have lots of experience under her belt, playing for Dominica for a number of years. Just come in to just kick the ball out of touch. Had she not done that, Father, you could see it would be a clear chance for the Harlem player going forward.
Well, yes, Deja was on the ball, and she would have definitely had that chance, and that's an interesting throw by her there. Very, very interesting throw, of course. I think that
yes,
definitely has merited A foul for that Kelder Samuel. Intercept by Kiana. Goes back out again. Mahaut pick up Harlem pick up possession, it seems. No, Mahaut pick up possession, yes. For a second, I wasn't sure what the signal clear enough from the linesman was. At least from our vantage point, it looked like Mahaut. Looks like it's going to be a long one.
Nice long through there down the line for intercept Jerry Shapol. Kenneth Francis playing a nice long ball, but the striker not able to read the pass from McKenna from...
Well, Ronnie, I think she took it a bit too early. I believe she took it a bit too early because it was a good intercept there into the middle. Harlem playing it onto the line. Shillingford not able to get to it. And it's a 2-on-1. Chips one over. Shillingford chips another one over. Oh, it's a good... Oh, and the offside flag goes up against what could have been the first real threatening strike by Harlem in the second half, Ronnie.
Yes, but you could see the aggression of St. Rose going to that ball. Nice control there from Stedman, trying to find Britney, unable to, and it looks like the striker's in control right now, trying to find Stedman up front, unable to. Striker still in control, but the strong figure of Samuel at the back there, not able to pass through. I'm looking to clear that ball out from the 18 box, and Brittany playing a nice ball down the line for Philip. Philip is control now. Philip taking opportunity there, taking a shot, just passing wide of the top right corner, and going out of touch.
Well, the first real threat in the second half has been put on by the Striketes. Yeah, from the early signs of what we could be seeing coming from the Striketes, Ronnie, possibly.
Yes, but a player of Philip, knowing how she can strike that ball, did not compose herself enough to put that ball on target. Here come Harlem playing that ball short, trying to play that ball from the back, but unable at intercepting. Strikers are intercepting the ball there. Kenneth Francis trying to play a long ball along the right side, but the player's not reading that. That's the option she had. Strikers in control, just playing that ball in the feet of the Harlem player. Kiana trying to find Kimara, but unable to. Abatav trying to find. Now he's back in control. Central's playing to Elwin. Elwin playing to Miria. Nice long ball down the line, and you could see the legs of the Striketes player there, really moving down the line. Fado can find see the number to let you know the name of the player, but you could see her. The speed of this player there is remarkable. And it's a throw for the Striketes. Ezra taking a nice long throw there and able to find Stedman. Here comes Harlem in control of the ball, and the player not able to have control of the ball, just kicking the ball out of play. Miriam is in, Elvin is in control. Play back to her namesake. Back to Miriam. Ezra back into Miriam. Harlem is trying to. You could see Harlem is trying to string the passes, but from somehow you could see the strikers are
intercepting them.
intercepting the ball, or what I say, clamping them down very early, preventing them from having that possession of that ball. Nice long ball into the box, and sent to. Yep.
It was a good chance by Samuel there. I think if she was a little more aggressive on the play, I think the Striketes could have probably seen their first goal.
Here comes Striketes with a nice 1-2 there. Bringing that ball across the goal was Stedman and not able to find her player there. Kind of putting pressure to that long ball, and Abata was a bit lost there and it's control right now. Going to Shillingford trying to run through center, unable to play the ball to Kenna. Kenna right now is in control, losing possession, and here comes Ezra. Losing possession now. Diamond is in control and she's looking for her players and there's no one to help her. And she beat the man nicely, still in possession, playing that ball for Shrinkford across. Shrinkford is fighting to get possession of that ball, losing. Here comes Kenneth Felix in control of the ball, trying to beat a man, beating one. Down the line, still in control. Kenneth, and giving a nice tug. Nice move there from St. Rose, beating a man nicely going through. Stedman is in control right now, trying to beat a player with a nice crossover, still in control, but it's 4v1 there right now. It's just St. Rose and the 4 defenders of Harlem, and she lose control of that ball. Nice body there from Felix is in control. And hitting the camera, lose control of that ball. Here comes Samuel. Nice turn there from Samuel. Playing back to Kimmer. Kimmer playing a nice long ball up, but direct to the boots of St. Rose. St. Rose. Here comes Ezra. Ezra is in control right now, trying to beat her player down the line. Losing control of the ball. Diamond is in control, playing to Kiana Francis. Francis is in control, trying to beat ones very nicely, but losing control and still kind of fighting to get that ball. Losing. Brittany is in control right now, looking for the support, trying to beat a player, but just hitting that ball wide of a player and get thrown out for a goal kick Fado.
I think right now, that last play by Brittany it's kind of showing that they're desperately looking for a goal, not scanning the field, looking for options, and we see a sub coming through for Harlem.
Yes, Harlem made a sub number 7, which
Elhana St. Rose was the number 7.
And Abata was the one
number 11.
Yes. And you can see one of the players, the strikers, is down. It looks like Williams.
Drop in your half.
there was some form of infringement on the pitch that on the strike it down. It looks from where we are at the distance. Elwin, like Ezra, Elwin, and the medics is
Checking up on her.
looking to work her magic with the spray.
The famous spray running.
Famous magic spray. Yes, for some reason you have played the game to the highest level, and whenever you get that spray on your foot or whichever part of your foot or your feet, may I say, you heal instantly. But it's just a matter of mind over matter. You know?
I've never had the chance to ever know what the feel of that is like.
Yes, but
So
it's a cold spray.
okay.
It's a cold spray. And whenever you touch your body, you feel that you are healed.
Well then, so I guess the name hence for it being the magic spray is appropriate for it.
Yes.
Well, action back. Harlem with the throw in.
Pressure from Ezra there. Ezra in control, playing back to Elwin. Elwin looking to find Stedman, losing control of that ball. Here comes Francis. Francis trying to turn on, losing possession of that ball. And here comes Samuel trying to beat Brittany, was doing a tug of war, and it's a foul on Brittany for the Harlem player, which is Samuel. Samuel will take a foul. It's a foul for Harlem, and Samuel is at the back of the ball looking to perhaps hit long or looking for play, playing a high shot ball from the line for Diamond. Diamond just unable to get the ball in possession and keeping the ball out for through. And the strikettes right now is that Ezra taking long throw down the line for her namesake. Back to Ezra. Ezra with the play now playing, trying to find Brittany, unable to, and here come Kimmer, doing a nice long ball up front. Oh, shooting forward is running down the line. Oh, you have the likes of St. Rose just cutting it off, and it's a throw for the strikers. But it's a very good long ball forward for shooting forward, but she's not able to take control of that ball going forward. It was good defending there by Central. Nice long ball. Stedman trying to pass a play, but unable to. They're rushing. Kimara just coming to support a player there, just kicking the ball out of touch. And right now, Fado, what do you make of this team? And we are into how much minutes of in the second half right now?
Should be let's say about 25 or so minutes into the second half.
You have to see for those who are just joining to watch this game, it's still 0-0.
0-0, yes.
Between Harlem and the Mahaut Striketes.
Joseph, long one. Intercept. Joseph, heavy on the foot. Waiting for the bounce. So Joseph with a throw and then a very heavy right foot.
But you can see the legs of Joseph at her size. You should know that you have power in those legs. And here comes Brittany. Brittany play a nice shot ball to Elwin. And can you play a nice long ball there for
Oh boy.
But Schlinkford just not having the legs to cut in with the ball as two defenders of the strikers has got here comes Stedman trying to make a way through, but yet you have the unrushing defender of Jarisha Paul just keeping that at bay and kicking that ball out for through for the Striketes. Fadul, if you see, young Shillingford has the legs when it comes for
She
speed,
does. She
but
does.
the technical aspect of a game where to cut in with the ball when she reach at that level to cut in, she is like she's in wonderland, not knowing what to do. The decision making of whether to stop or whether to continue on the run. This is have happened about a few occasions. Nice long throw in, unable to get in. And nice defense there by Kimera. Just hitting that ball out.
Watch me. Get ready to
Nice long throw there by Joseph, trying to find a player, but not able to. And Kimera.
Let's go, our ball.
And it's a throw for Harlem. The way the Mahaut Striketes have been playing in the first half by knocking and composing themselves, stringing the passes, Fadol, coming into the second half, they have not get the opportunity to
Not as yet.
string
Not
those
as yet.
passes.
We've not seen the string of passes that we saw from them calculated in the first half. We've not been able to see those calculated passes as much in the second half of play as yet, Ronnie. And you would have expected, even from both sides, both from Mahaut and from Harlem, they at least we should have been seeing just a little more, sharpness on the passes, Ronnie.
Yeah, the string of the passes are not there. It's like right now, seeing both teams are so desperate to score. It's like they're just hitting and hoping that something will happen. They have not composed themselves since the second half have started. But nevertheless, the strikers have gotten more of the opportunities of hitting the ball and looking for one of their players, just hoping that will get a shot towards goal. And here come Philip is in control right now, trying to play that ball across, but came out with a nice long ball forward. And it's with St. Rose, and St. Rose just composing herself and just playing for Ezra to the right side. Ezra beating the man very nicely, playing that ball back for Stedman. Stedman unable to control the ball. Here comes Francis. Francis playing a nice long ball. But players in the offside position, not watching the lines of the defense and just running in the outside position, unable to.
Well, tough run for her. I mean, the run was really building up for her and just slightly catching herself offside. Striketes on the attack again, intercept inside the penalty area.
Yes,
and Harlem take possession on the far end, Ronnie.
And it's a very good defense by Diamond. Nice defense by Diamond there, but it looked like there's some infringement from her.
See that? You might not check illegal. See stupidness. You might not check illegal. But see, yes, see that.
Bit of, not sure if it's a bit of miscommunication or a bit of communication happening, Ronnie. So
I can tell you sleeping outside tonight.
It's not exactly an infringement, but it looks like the player must have just pulled a muscle or so. And the official Morani He's just looking at the player and the bench of the Harlem and coaching staff are very much concerned as to what's taking place. But the player has gotten up and gone off the pitch. So the game is about to restart. Harlem is in control of taking a free kick. Shot ball. Samuel playing shots to Jerry Shepard. Jerry Shepard on the line. Nice long ball overhead there for Shillingford, and Shillingford is in control right now, and you have the likes of Keanu Francis. And Keanu Francis is in control of the ball, trying to beat the player, and he's kicking the ball towards goal, but unable to put the ball on target. What an opportunity there for the Harlem team, and the defender that's running and getting. Harlem is fighting. Jerry Shepard right now is fighting desperately to get that ball to take a shot at goal, but there was a clear opportunity there.
Very clear opportunity for Harlem.
And that was one of the easiest chances.
Very much.
Since this game has started for the Harlem Sports Club.
Well, you said it correctly. That's one of the easiest chances, and hopefully it will not come back to haunt them, Ronnie.
Yes, I definitely for a player of France, the caliber of player like as Francis. I thought you stay on her legs and just beat the keeper simply to the left side and just put that ball in the back, as they would say, the old on back. But unfortunately, she just rushing that decision there to just slide instead of just skipping her body or to just hit that ball into the empty net paddle. Corner for Harlem.
Long one over.
Shillingford able to stay in control, and Nadel playing up, trying to find Steadman. Steadman is in control right now, trying to beat the man. Unable to, and look at Nadel going forward, trying to, a nice defense there for the Harlem defense. Nadel still in control, shadowing the ball, nicely looking for the support of a player, unable to do nice defense there by Samuel, known as Pepper. Shillingford is in control now, trying to play, unable to, and here comes Elwin trying to find her strike, unable to do so. Here comes Mahaut. Elwin is in control now, turning looking for her namesake, and here comes Ezra. Ezra still in control, and it looks like he's unable to hold possession of the ball. It was a nice 50-50 shoulder, and both players going down, but as a result, they look like the Striketes are getting a corner in the favor of that collision.
Let's see if they will capitalize on this one from the mistake of Harlem earlier on. Number of options dropping inside. Still in the penalty area. Not much into the goal area. Hovers one over. Keeps it in. Exits the penalty area. Ball still in. It was a good turn intercept. Onside. Just off Ronnie. It's a good intercept and a wonderful turn. She took the shot. Ronnie, she took the shot.
Yes, but
it just went just slightly off. Another player for the Striketes down at this time.
And you can see the medics is making their way onto the pitch to the treatment of the player. And we have to see both teams are still striving to at least convert But Mahaut strikers have gotten the best of opportunities in the amount of shots they have taken towards goal, but the easier chances of the both team, Harlem have
Has
definitely got
definitely
to,
been for Harlem, yes.
yes.
Definitely been for
And
Harlem.
and even in the corners, knowing that the strikers Mahaut have gotten so many corners, but they have not have enough players within the box. And we just saw while ago, even Harlem, I don't know what strategy they are using when getting the corners, do not have players into the box. They only have one player and the rest of the players still outside the
Outside
box.
of the box, yeah.
Just hoping that the one of the defenders may just head the ball into their feet that they could take a shot, but it have not worked for them, and we're hoping that something different, something different may happen to while the game as the game
Progresses
continues.
still, yes.
Yes,
Well, we see the Strikettes looking to make and bring on some fresh feet onto the play. We see the number 20, Elisa Louisi, being prepared.
Makion! Makion! You want that done? Stay close.
And we also see the number 6 being prepared for Harlem at this time. So it looks like the number 20, Alicia Louisi. Alicia Louisi will be replacing the injured Strikers player, and very interesting play, a very interesting move by the coaching staff to remove one of their main strikers for the Harlem, Deja Shillingford. I mean, she has been running. I mean, yes, we have seen a Deja play much better before, but you have to admit the chances. She has given Harlem some chances tonight, Ronnie.
yes, she has run down the line very good, and but the decision making of getting into the box with the ball was she was unable because the defense of St. Rose and Nadel have had her at bay that she could not get the opportunities to cut in to maybe take a clear shot at goal. But as we proceed, it's a fall for Allen, player bringing down Kimara.
Over the top!
Just two options forward for Harlem, Ronnie, and a very heavy defensive line for the Strikettes. As the Strikettes take possession on the far end, player goes down and a foul. Will
Yeah.
he reach for colors, Ronnie? I don't think he will reach for any card. Yes, he does look like he's going to be reaching for some colors. Just waiting for the player to stand up.
Yeah, but you could see definitely it was a tackle from the back from Diamond on Ezra, and you can see the both players being down, and the medics of Harlem is just getting on the pitch to take a look at what the player have sustained on the pitch. But it looks like Diamond is okay. The two players are okay, and that's good for the game. There'll be a foul for the Strikettes, and you could see players getting into the box. Stedman, Philip, and Brittany are all getting into the box to see if they get the opportunity to put their team up, and Ezra will be the one behind the ball, taking a long shot from outside, long free kick from outside. So let's watch and see where the very shot played there, but unable, and Namesake unable to read. And the striker still in control. Nalda making nice through pass there, and here come Phillips. Opportunity for Phillips taking a shot. Why the others hustling was a little bit too anxious. Fado was running, rushing that shot there. She had to stick, compose herself there for definitely. She being alone on the left side there, knowing she's a left footer, it would be a good opportunity for her team there.
Yeah, but Ronnie, I want to ask. I believe, and you'll correct me if I'm wrong. To me, I think she took the shot with her right foot, didn't she?
No, it's in the left.
She took it with the okay.
Definitely left, but she just rushed it. Here comes Jarisha Paul in control, playing nice shot ball. Power player in, but unable to read that ball. And Harlem not to just hit that ball long and still being in the defensive field of, and you could hear the coach calling to press. Ezra being in control, playing that ball for her namesake. Playing a night, we're trying to find a man losing control. Harlem. Kimara looking to feed, and here Steadman in an offside position. Look like Ezra Steadman here just sleeping in an offside position. And it's an offside in favor of Harlem, and Harlem players are pushing up now, looking to play that long ball up from Kimmer. Nice long ball forward, and you can see the likes of Francis trying to go get there. Francis in control, looking for a play, playing down the line for Kimra, and Kimra unable to keep that ball in. Throw for Harlem, player playing that long ball, but unable to keep the ball in touch. I think the Fado getting into the finishing foot for Harlem, the decision making is not that we expecting, because
it's not been as finesse as how it should be. It's not been as refined. They are getting there, Ronnie. Ronnie, you have to admit they are getting there. In fact, not as much as we saw them in the first half, but you know the few opportunities in the second half, they are getting there. But is Ronnie is just to put the finishing touches. It's just to put the finishing touches. They've just not been able to polish the finish.
Yeah, but I feel the players of the Harlem team are staying too far from each other, and the likes of the Striketes, whenever one player for Harlem has the ball, you see two or three of the Striketes around them, and that's one is basically 5v1. You have to be exceptionally good to get yourself through
that, yes.
that defense, and knowing the likes of St. Rose, Nadell, and the others who are strong defenders in the league, as what we have seen already. They have seen them play, and I think they have kept the Harlem Strikers at bay this evening, not able to go through, able to get a free shot. They have gotten one opportunity which we believe should have been a goal, but
definitely.
unable to put the ball at the back of the net by again taking the wrong decision, making the wrong decision, and compared to the strikers who have got on numerous occasions got free shots at goals and unable to put it where they could have been up 1 or 2, but the game is still ongoing, and we're hoping that for our listeners who are looking at the game, I would want to see a goal, Father.
Well, I'm pretty sure the Harlem fans, the Strikeet fans, the women's Pretty sure both sides will be wanting to see a goal, and we saw a player for the Striketes actually going down in the goal area. She's actually off the field, still down on a good turn. Shot on, and it slips, and it scores! What a turn of events for Harlem at this time! A mistake, capitalizing on it, and Kiana Francis puts the first one in, Ronnie, for Harlem. The keeper just not putting the final touch on it. Kiana Francis on a good turn. Shot number 17. Punches one in flat. Scores one in for Harlem. Finally, a little stain of a score on the score sheets, Ronnie.
Yeah, definitely, Fadol. As I said earlier, she's one of the players that if she do get a chance, would definitely make use of it and putting the pressure on the defense there, and she getting that ball, hitting a nice right booter to the left side of the keeper, and able, sunshine, we know it's night, but unable to stop that ball going into the right, on the right side of the keeper. It was a well composed shot. As you would say, it was a grass cutter, and the keeper had no chance of touching that ball and of saving that ball, and it ended up in the back of the nets for the Harlem. And right now Harlem is on a higher. You could see the players were rejoicing on that goal, and you definitely will see the Harlem team would be looking to pack the bus now, Fado.
Well, it's 85 minutes in. We still have a few minutes, 5 minutes, to see whether or not the Harlem ladies can attempt to redeem themselves as they attempt to push on the far end. Attempting to strike from the right side. Harlem with the intercept. Long one forward. And it's going to be a run. The number 6, the substitute who came through. Looking for a handball and gets intercepted by the center attacking midfielder. And attempted through. Gets intercepted by Kelda Samuel. Stedman gets ball back into play. So 2-on-1, gets intercepted. Stedman.
Okay, Kimara, your ball. Easy ball.
Recycling back in. Shots directly into the keeper's hands. Not much power on that shot, Ronnie, for the Striketes. Time quickly winds down against them, playing it into center of the field. Turned by Kiana. Long one forward. Gets headed. And it's a run. Sprinting forward. And the backline intercepts for the Striketes. But it's going to be re-intercepted by Kimara. Kimara pushing forward down through the center. She's under a little bit of pressure. Loses the ball. Gets the ball back. Swings right with it. She's under a bit of pressure there. And she loses the ball again. Had a nice little run. Kimara Felix on the right side running. In fact, diverted from the center. Realized she was under a bit of too much pressure. Cleared herself. Gave herself some space. And Harlem reversing the pressure onto them. Onto the Striketes. Kiana under a bit of pressure, a little bit of push, keeps the ball into play, and it's going to be a goal kick.
Really could see definitely Kiana with her experience trying to bring the ball to the corner flag, as you say, take the ball for a walk, but unable to get control of the ball and ball going out of touch. And we should be in the 89th minute right now, Fado, and you can see the Harlem team is high numbers at the back there and looking to keep nice control, chest control. Then Kiana taking a nice long shot, but the keeper, the defense is going down and heading that ball out. There comes Steadman. Steadman looking to beat a man, but unable to pass the long legs of Samuel. And you can see the ex of Brittany fighting to get that ball, but able again. You can see the marshal at the back there, which is Samuel for the Harlem team. Not the striker is not able to pass her at this point in time. Diamond in control, looking to find a player, unable. Still in control. Diamond playing a nice through pass there, but able to find a player. Here comes a nice long ball going forward, and Jarisha Paul just intercepting that ball, hitting up, and Philip just taking a shot and hitting, and what does hitting the ball towards goal as hit and hope, where she could control the ball and maybe take a player on or player 1-2 with Steadman. You could see right now the strikers are playing very desperately to see if they could get a goal per se. And you could see the linesman, they are watching his clock to maybe indication from the referee to give a stoppage time at this time, but we have not seen any indication from the official whether he's gonna give stoppage time. Nice control there. Nice. Here come nice defender. Nice crossing ball here. And nice heading out. And Kenneth Francis is in control. Playing a nice long ball down the line. And strikers in control, trying to beat a man, unable to do that. And it was a nice hustle there for the Harlem player getting a corner kick after getting a nice 20-yard run down the line, unable to win the ball, unable to get the ball to cross, but winning a corner for Harlem.
Right now, the question is, Ronnie, whether or not Harlem can actually capitalize on this corner. Remember, earlier on, they lost a grand opportunity, probably one of the easiest attempts at goal earlier on. Keeps it short. And a foul, yes.
Yes, and you can see the desperation of the strikers. Philip just running to Kiana Francis, and the experience of Kiana, the sacrificing her body to get that hit, to get a foul, to get kill more time for her team. But as a result, it looks like she had gotten an injury. And here comes Harlem player trying to just keep that ball in the corner, as you see, take it forward, still in control. Jacob Kimara is in control, trying to beat a man, unable to do so. It's a throw for the Harlem team. Throw to the byline. And here again. And a corner for the Harlem team. Then he shot again. Trying to shadow that ball. And the player just been standing in the offside position, Fado.
Well, you're in possession. I want to think you'd want to at least try to hold on, or it's a good ricochet there. Substitute number 6 with the turn. She's under a bit of pressure, gets a bit of clearance for herself. Back to her. Kimara under a bit of pressure. Diverts right. Under a bit more pressure. Attempts to turn. Doesn't quite finish the turn. Harlem hold on to possession, Ronnie.
Yeah, but Harlem is trying to run down the clock by bringing the ball to the corner flag for for the last 3 minutes or so, Fado. And right now we could see the numbers of these Striketes in defense. And yes, Fado, we had come to the end of this game, and the Harlem United is coming out with a big win this evening against the Striketes.
Well, even if it's just one goal, it puts them forward with a 1-goal advantage on the sheets for them tonight, keeping the Strikeite ladies at bay, at complete bay. Of course, the only goal coming in the 84th minute of play. Ronnie, we have more action for the entire weekend. In fact, tomorrow we have more action here. Saturday we have action, I believe, from 2 p.m. I believe. We have 3 games. We have an under 18 game we'll be carrying, I believe, from 2 p.m. And then 2 very big games right after that. 1 at 4, 1 at 6. Finals as well. And of course, Sunday as well. Ronnie, I'm not sure if you want to touch on any final words as we conclude.
Yes, well, I have to say it was a very good game. Although the game did not live up to expectation as we expected, but nevertheless, the Harlem team have fought very strongly, and as a result, getting that one opportunity in front of the hustle of Kenneth Francis, the veteran, the backbone of this team, and getting the right booter. And winning that game for her team was very much important for the Harlem Strikers. And you have to say she definitely would give her the man of the match.
Yes, definitely. We would definitely be giving that to her. Ronnie, it's a pleasure as always being here with you, and of course, thanks to all the viewers and listeners of the DFA page, both Facebook and YouTube, and of course to the wonderful, wonderful team of Stream Genius. Tomorrow night we are back here at the Stock Farm Technical Center. See you tomorrow, guys.